With Major 1 recently finishing, how did the power rankings of the CDL change? Who should make roster changes? We'll talk about it all as we discuss the CDL power rankings. These were the results of the Major 1, but Major 1 told us a lot about a lot of these rosters, so let's start from the bottom with number 12, Vancouver Surge. The Surge were the first team to make a roster move this year, dropping Legend and picking up the good old trusty TJ Haley. Unfortunately, they finished dead last in the qualifiers with a 4-20 map count. But they surprised everyone by getting top 8 in the major, knocking out the shell-shocked Royal Ravens. Now they are sitting in 11th place overall. While I think that the roster change has overall improved them, I honestly think this roster is pretty doomed. Statistically, everybody seems to be struggling except Lunars. Unless they blow this roster up, I think they are going to be the worst team in the league. Moving on to number 11, we're going to be talking about Cloud9 New York. I'm not used to seeing such a prestigious esports organization this low on a power ranking list, but this team also finished 1-6 in the qualifiers with a way better map count than Vancouver Surge, but then they got a tough draw against the Falcons in Major 1 and went out top 12. Once again, they have a way better map count than Surge, so even though they are 12th right now in the overall standings, I think they have a higher potential than Vancouver Surge. Pause and scratch that. Cloud9 has actually nuked their roster, firing all of their players because they wanted to cut some costs. They are going to be running it back in Major 2 with a full challenger squad. Up next, number 10, Boston Breach. Now this is an interesting one. The Breach were actually super competitive through the qualifiers. They easily could have made the winners bracket. Other teams with their record have made the winners bracket. And then they were unfortunate to draw FaZe Vegas in losers round 1 after they were upset by G2 Minnesota. And so they got knocked out top 12. But they went into the major with a barely negative map record. And now they are 9th in the overall standings. And here is my solution for them. Drop Purge, because he is the one holding back the Breach from winning more respawns. Depending on who they pick up, maybe they will have a little bit of higher potential. But Boston Breach are definitely in a different tier than the last two teams. And now, number 9, Carolina Royal Ravens. Oh, Ravens. All that talk, and then what happened in Major 1? They were the dark horse team, a Slasher retired, and Exceed came in to replace him, and they went on a 5-win streak, and they got 4th seed for the Major 1 LAN. But then on LAN, they got absolutely fried by LA Thieves, and then they lost to the Vancouver Surge. They sit in 8th in the overall standing. Honestly, I don't really have that much to say about them. I think they should keep their roster, but I hope we can be a little bit more realistic about the potential of this roster. Top 6 or top 8? Nothing more. All right, now, number 8, Miami Heretics. I think a lot of these teams are kind of in the same boat, but Heretics have some X factors on their team. They go into Major 1 in the losers bracket, but then make an amazing run going all the way to top 6. And now they sit in 7th position overall. I don't think they have many options if they want to continue the Spanish team dynamic. Losing Real to Toronto was obviously a huge blow, but they should comfortably make it into champs. This is a dark horse team with the potential to ramp up into champs. And now, number 7, Toronto Koi. Okay, what happened here? They struggled in the qualifiers, and they will definitely want to forget Major 1, as they went out top 12 against arch rivals Miami Heretics. They are 10th at the moment in the overall standings. This team might want to consider a roster change, especially if things continue in this way, but I'm just not sure who to drop. They have a star-studded team, and this first major was unacceptable for their standards. I'm interested to see what decisions they will make and how they will turn this around. On to number 6, G2 Minnesota. They keep proving everybody wrong. Everybody said the launch invitational was just a fluke, but they got 7th in the qualifiers, and then now they made it all the way to Championship Sunday, getting top 4 in Major 1. Another team with that dark horse energy. They have the potential to make a run in any tournament or in any qualifier series. So happy for this roster. They are 4th in the overall standings, and they are 1 step closer to champs. Okay, now we move up to number 5, the Riyadh Falcons. I gotta be honest with you guys, I really can't read this team. They went 5-2 in the qualifiers just to get top 8 in the major. I said this about them in my last power ranking video as well, but they just seem like mercenaries. They're all good. They're not a great team though. If they want to win some tournaments, and with the money that they're spending, I hope that's their goal, I think they need to make some changes. Personally, I'm gonna say Kismet. I don't rate him that highly. He's gotta go. And now, at number 4, LA Thieves. Oh gosh. I don't even want to really talk about them, to be honest. We had decent qualifiers, definitely expected a bit more, a lot of drama, but the way we bombed out top 6 at Major 1 was absolutely tragic. But I think we need to change more than Kenny to be a championship contender team. Right now, they have the potential to be about top 3, but I don't think we have a chance against the likes of Optic Texas or the Genomates. Moving up to number 3, FaZe Vegas. Good overall turnaround for them. They had early struggles wanting to drop Draza for Aluka, but then they ended up going 5-2 in the qualifiers. And then in winners round 1, they shock lose to G2 Minnesota, and then they make an amazing losers bracket run to make it all the way back to top 3, and they barely missed out on the grand finals. This team has some wide performance swings. 0-4 needs to be the one who picks it up in order for this team to become a championship contender team. Simp and Abuza are absolutely nasty. They are carrying this team on their back. And now, controversially, number 2, Optic Texas. Okay, to be honest, Optic and Paris, they're different gravy. Optic had a solid qualifier, some things were in question, but then they made it all the way to grand finals without even dropping a map against the likes of Paris Gentlemates. They easily could have won this tournament, but then the Paris Gentlemates had more ice, so they came in second place. But the more Optic get comfortable, the more they will ramp up and the better they will be. Champs, winner, contenders for sure. And now, number 1, of course, your winners, Paris Gentlemates. I am very happy for these guys. In my opinion, they are the undisputed best team in the game. They were consistent in the qualifiers, getting the first seed, and then they were consistent in Major 1, getting first place. The team actually feels like a team. While Ghosty is putting up really good numbers, I feel like there's no superstar player who is just carrying this team on their back. Their mentality is to help each other out, and that is why they are the best team after Major 1. And that is my power rankings after Major 1. Tell me, who do you agree with? And what do you not agree with? Which teams should make a roster change? And what should the roster change be? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for tuning in for this power rankings video. If you made it this far, please like, comment, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And see you guys in another video. Goodbye.